Alright, what's going on, everybody? This is Chase fan number 9 here, and I'm coming at you with another video. In this one, I'm going to be talking about this past weekend's races at Martinsville Speedway, and we'll go from there. So, I don't know what to say about this past weekend. Is that all I can say is that there was a lot of drama. We'll be talking about, obviously, all 3 races. The playoffs, being in NASCAR, and what else? I guess that's pretty much it. So, truck race, it was actually pretty good. Grant Enfinger won. I'm happy. I know lots of people were expecting a Matt Kenseth 2.0 between Christian Eckes and Ben Rhodes, but we didn't get it. I mean, Eckes did give him a tap late in the race, but still though. I have the computer set up behind me, so yeah, I'm typing up racing reference. I'm reading it because it's easier for me to understand. Sorry, but I'm not perfect, but yeah, so what else? Sheldon Creed was one of the drivers to beat. Let's see. There were a bunch of wrecks. Austin Hill was unfortunately eliminated because of his engine failure at Martinsville, so he was out. And according to the non-playoff standings, Austin Hill would be minus 4 points behind Brett Moffitt. So even without the playoffs, Austin Hill would still have a shot at the title without all the playoff drama and all that. Yeah. The race was pretty good. If you guys watched the race, I saw Rafael Lessard leading there late. I'm like, he was this close to getting a win, even though he wasn't in the playoffs. But unfortunately, Ben Rhodes just had to be a dumbass and turn him. Stuart Friesen was up there. Sauter was up there. He led for a while. Zane Smith led early on the race. Grant Enfinger led some. How many laps did Enfinger lead? Oh, he led 49. Okay, that's a good amount. Sauter, he had a tire go down late, so that was unfortunate for him, but hey, it is what it is. Well, so yeah, top 10. Yeah, with ThorSport was running actually 1, 2, 3 at one point. Zane Smith got 3rd, Eckes 4th, Crafton 5th. Kraus and also Wayne Self got top 10s with all that. There were also some last lap crashes too. There was some last lap drama, I should say, when Brandon Jones went spinning. So yeah, there was lots of things that happened. What else? So yeah, I guess that's pretty much all I have to say about trucks. So yeah, I give the truck race I give it a 9 out of. You know, it is what it is. I guess I'll just give it an 8 out of 10, I guess. So yeah, sorry I'm not perfect, but yeah. Got the battery pack. Yeah. Xfinity Series race. It was actually pretty good. It was cool to see them back at the paperclip. I hope y'all enjoyed that race. I was not expecting Harrison Burton to be a factor, even though he was eliminated because of the garbage playoff format. But nonetheless, he led 81 of the 250 laps en route to his 4th win of the season and 2nd consecutive win. Did while the three of the 4 junior motorsports drivers, Allgaier, Grayson, Burton finished 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Chastain got 5th, Riley Herbst 6th. Briscoe wasn't a factor all day, but he still got a top 10. I thought drivers like Ryan Sieg, Cindric, all those guys would have a chance, but they weren't even close to being up there. There were a lot of cautions and incidents on track, but it didn't really do much to affect the outcome of this race, but oh well. But oh yeah, I forgot to mention from the truck series, the 4 drivers that were locked in were Moffitt, Sheldon Creed, Zane Smith, and Grant Enfinger. So it's 3 Chevys and a Ford. For Xfinity, it was Cindric, Briscoe, Allgaier, and Haley. So this is going to be interesting. So according to the non-playoff standings, Austin Cindric is the current points leader. So if he were to win on Saturday, he would be the legit champion. I mean, okay, granted, either he or Chase Briscoe, because they've been the best drivers all season. Chastain, he's up there. He's been consistent, but I mean, he could have a shot despite not winning anything this year. But nonetheless, it is what it is. Yeah, and it sucks Chastain was eliminated, but that's just the playoffs for you. I hope he can close out the season with a win after everything he's been through this year. Yeah. Formula One, got to get that out of the way. It was just another Lewis Hamilton win at the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. It was entertaining. Unfortunately, Verstappen had an unexpected wreck due to a tire blowout. Then Albon had an issue. George Russell crashed late. So yeah, Bottas led the first 18. Hamilton led the rest. Hamilton currently has an 85-point lead over his teammate Bottas. Verstappen is 120 points behind. So yeah, George Russell, Nicholas Latifi are the only 2 drivers that haven't scored points yet. Shocking. Now we get to the penultimate race now, the Cup Series race. Race was pretty entertaining. The Penske guys, Kurt Busch, Bowman, Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin were up there. Kevin Harvick, Truex were up there. Truex and Elliott had by far the best cars of the entire race. There were several incidents on track, like early on when Almirola got into his teammate Boyer and Austin Dillon, the time when the 77 stalled, or when the 00 and the 51 wrecked. Then there was that incident where Chris Buescher was brake checked by the drivers in front of him. It resulted in his engine blowing up. There was a wreck between Priest and Nemechek. There was a wreck with Timmy Hill, another with the 53 stalling on track. And then there was that unfortunate wreck at the end with William Byron. Brad Keselowski was a factor early on, but once he lost the lead, he never got back. Truex and Elliott were the dominators throughout most of the race. Denny Hamlin was up there. Alex Bowman was up there for a little bit. Ryan Blaney, despite being eliminated, was up there. Joey Logano, well, all 3 Penske cars were up there and all that. It's cool to see Hamlin and Chase lead, win lead laps, win stages and all, but still, it was a pretty entertaining race. I'll remind you, I give it like a 9 out of 10, so I'll give it that. Xfinity, I'll give it 9 out of 10 as well, I guess. So yeah, I'm just looking at the results here. Who else? Kyle Busch was up there for a little bit. And so I'll give them that. What else? So yeah, Truex, well, Chase Elliott and Truex, like I said, were the best cars. Chase Elliott led a dominating 236 laps. Martin Truex Jr. led second most laps, 129 laps. Truex led late, but unfortunately, he had a tire go down, which resulted in him finishing 22nd, and that pretty much did it for him. Chase Elliott, I was on the edge of my, I was kind of on the edge of my seat for the last couple laps because I was afraid a caution would come out. At least Blaney got around Logano, I'll give him that. But Chase Elliott, he was too strong. He once he got the lead, that was pretty much it. And yeah. Oh, and yes, there's another thing we need to address too. That one pit stop during the race. So as you guys saw, Chase Elliott was coming into his pit stall. The Jackman came off to, how do I say it? Oh my gosh, sorry, but I'm not perfect, but yeah, the Jackman was ready to go to work on the car, but then he realized that he was on pit. He came off of the wall too soon, and once he realized that it was almost going to be a penalty, he ran back to the wall and all that. And I got nervous because if that had been a legit penalty, that would have been the end of Chase Elliott's playoff hopes there. Now, NASCAR did the right thing in my opinion, reversing the call since the Jackman did redeem himself and all that, so I'll give him that. But hey, that's just how it is. I know some people are not happy with that call, but hey, NASCAR did by the rules. I'll give them credit for being consistent for once, even though NASCAR has a tendency to be inconsistent at times still. I know you're probably gonna disagree with what I'm saying, but I just see things differently from us. If you want to disagree with me on that, go right ahead. And then there was that second slow pit stop that almost hampered Chase, but he managed to get himself back to the front, hold off everybody, and in the end, he was able to get his fourth win of the season and his first at Martinsville, therefore granting him a ticket to the Final Four at Phoenix, where he joins Keselowski, Hamlin, and Logano. And in the end, it was Kurt Busch, Harvick, Truex, and Bowman that were eliminated. And if you guys saw there at the end, Harvick and the last ditch effort wrecked Kyle Busch trying to get in, but that was no use. That was of no use because he ended up missing the playoffs as a result. I was expecting a fight from that, but hey, there was nothing happened. I guess they're taking the whole COVID protocol seriously. Now, I know that despite winning 9 races this year, people are not happy with how Kevin Harvick was the best car all year and missed the Final Four. Yeah, I bet if he made the Final Four, I could guarantee y'all that you guys probably would be happy, even though the playoffs don't belong. I mean, well, regardless of what happened, no one would have been happy anyway. And I saw Ian Perez 48's video, and I get that he's not happy. If he wants to miss Phoenix, then more power to him. I'm not trying to bash anyone for what they say, but hey, it is what it is. Ian Perez, he explained it a little bit better than I did, but I do agree with him. Playoffs do not belong to most years, but I'm just putting up with it. I'm just gonna have to put up with it. I can assure you, the playoffs won't be in NASCAR for an eternity. I can assure you guys that. Remember, Brian France is not in office anymore. So yeah. So how would I? So yeah. Playoffs, they don't belong in motorsports, but we just gotta deal with it. And according to the non-playoff standings, Kevin Harvick would have clinched the title last weekend at Texas. Chase Elliott would be 4th. Blaney would have been 7th. Okay. Yeah, I'm just looking at the standings right now. All right. I'm like, they don't, for the playoffs, the thing is, I do agree with Ian Nation. They're trying to be like football. They're trying to impress, they're trying to attract, they're doing it because of the show seeker fan, because they think it's an entertainment business, but it's not. And I mean, I know some of y'all are salty for Harvick being eliminated, but I can't really blame you, honestly, for being pissed off with Harvick being eliminated. I mean, I'm not a Harvick fan, not trying to defend the playoffs, but playoffs being the sport, but yeah, that's just how it goes. How would I reinvent the playoff or the chase? Well, what they need to do is get rid of the elimination format. They can keep the chase or get rid of it, but if they are going to keep the chase, they need to get rid of the elimination format, keep the 10 races, keep the win in your in thing. Well, I'm kind of biased about that, but yeah. Oh yeah, and also trim the field down from 16 to 12. I'm like, do they really expect 16 drivers to go after a title? I don't think so. So I would trim the field down too. So yeah. Yeah. Sorry if I didn't explain a lot. I'm not perfect, but I know there's more to be said. I know NASCAR is slowly getting back to normalcy, but with everything going on, I guess there's not much they can do. Well, they can still do something, but yeah. And also, from the Xfinity race, can we acknowledge the fact that Yaley held off the field for a good lap before losing it? Can we acknowledge that? Because I know we... Oh yeah, and during the Cup race, Jimmy Johnson was a top 10 runner, but then a penalty late screwed him out, and then he got flat tire late in the race and finished 5 laps down in 30th. Well, I hope he gets another win. Gets one more win before the season's out. But yeah, I do agree the playoffs do not belong in motorsports. I'm just putting up with it for now. I hope they're gone. I know you guys hate the format. I understand it. We've had some legit playoff legit champions in the past, like last year Kyle Busch, Tyler Reddick, 2017 Martin Truex, Johnny Sauter in 2016. I can't think of anyone else, but those are some of the ones that I know. So yeah, remember Harvick only made that move because of the playoffs when he dumped Kyle Busch or took him out or whatever. So yeah. I'm sorry if I didn't explain it the way you expect me to. I'm not perfect, but that's just how I am. It's almost 2:30, past 2:30. But anyways, let me know what you think down below in the comments, and I'll be happy to read them as always. With that, I want to thank you guys for watching. This has been Chase Fan number 9 here. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Go hit that bell down below to get notifications for all my videos. Go hit the like button and follow me on Twitter at @ChaseFan_9. With that, I'll see you on my next video. And until then, have a good one and stay safe, everybody. Oh, and one more thing. I'm live streaming all 3 races this weekend, just to let y'all know. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you soon. All right, bye-bye.